Let's talk about food. Or more specifically, I want to talk about my relationship with food. So, growing up, I was poor and my mother worked nights, so we ate a lot of junk food. What we ate was things like McDonald's, Burger King, pizza, frozen dinners. We went to the food bank and we picked up processed foods. We did not eat healthy. And through the course of that time, what that did is that created bad food habits for me. And I carry those food habits along throughout my entire life. And so, growing up, I was a fat kid. And then I became a fat teenager, which, of course, then I'm like not able to make friends and I don't trust people because I hear people talking about me behind my back because, you know, kids are cruel, right? And so inevitably what happened was is that I became a fat adult. Now, there was a time in my early 20s when I decided to lose some weight. So I worked with a trainer at one of the chain gyms, and it was a lot of 4 sets of 10. It was on machines, it was a lot of cardio. I lost weight. I lost weight. But the reality was that I was still overweight in terms of body fat. My body fat did not go down substantially. I lost a lot of muscle in hindsight, but I didn't know this. I didn't know these things. All I saw was somebody who lost a bunch of weight but still felt fat. And so as a result, it wasn't sustainable. It's not sustainable when you lose weight that way. And so I started creeping up, and then suddenly I'm back to where I was. And then I gained more weight. And so, at my peak, I'm probably, roughly around 400 pounds. So at that point, I'm sick all the time, I'm sluggish, I'm having a hard time moving, and I start not eating. Or then I get more depressed, and then I eat so much, then I throw up. I developed an eating disorder. And so, as a result of this, I lost some weight. I lost some weight from having an eating disorder. But at the end of the day, what happened was that I was getting sicker and sicker because I wasn't getting nutrients and I wasn't being healthy. So, inevitably, what I did was I basically had to do something. So, it was about this time that I met Coach Andrew, who kind of reinvigorated me and taught me that I can have a healthy relationship with food. He taught me that I can have a healthy relationship with fitness, something I've never had before. He was the person that I needed in my life at that moment that helped guide me to what I wanted to do. So, it was around April of 16 when this finally clicked in, and I started meal prepping. And that was probably the biggest change in food I've ever done in my life. Knowing exactly what I was going to eat every single day and having a plan meant that I wasn't stressing about it. I wasn't worried that I ate too much or that I ate too little or that I wasn't eating the right things. It was all planned out for me. I made a plan. I cooked everything. I had everything ready. I couldn't use the excuse of I got too busy. I could always stay on point. Using that plus strength building, strength training, and some cardio, I lost body fat. And so, by the time the end of 2016 rolls around, I'm roughly 18, 19% body fat and about 225 pounds. And I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm like, okay, I can sit here for a little bit and spend some time powerlifting because it was something that I was enjoying. So I did some powerlifting. Did that for a while. and my weight creeped up a little bit, but not too bad. Worked with a dietitian and really didn't make any progress there either. It was a good experience, but it wasn't an experience that gave me better performance. I don't think it gave me better performance, and I certainly don't think it changed me body composition wise. So then I moved to Richmond and kind of meandered through everything, and as a result, I started picking up some bad habits again. And the more I did it, the worse I felt. And so here I am, a couple of years later after moving to Richmond. I've worked with 2 coaches previously and did classes at a HIIT studio, F45, for 2 years, right? And I got to around early December and I started thinking, this wasn't working. It just wasn't working. I wasn't enjoying this anymore. When I was in Connecticut, when I was doing fitness stuff, when I was doing powerlifting, when I was picking up heavy things, I was enjoying it. But I wasn't enjoying this anymore. It didn't bring me joy, right? So part of the reason why it didn't bring me joy was I was feeling like a failure. And part of the reason why I was feeling like a failure is because I've gained weight. Since I moved down here, I have gained weight since I lost that weight. Now, I haven't gained, hundreds of pounds, but I have put on weight. And I don't like it. Because it made me feel like I was going backwards. It made me feel like I failed. That's what I feel like. I have no other word for it other than I feel like I failed. And so part of that is I need to look at that and say, why do I feel like I failed? Well, I haven't really felt like I've made progress towards my personal fitness goals in 2 years. I've made some progress. I'm definitely healthy, but I'm not where I want to be. And so I feel like I failed. So what do you do when you fail? What do you do when you trip? You get up, right? So I got up. About a month ago, joined a CrossFit box, started working with a new coach, did some PT sessions, and decided that this was working for me, that I was enjoying this again. Suddenly I felt that spark again. I was feeling that again. It was like this epiphany of, oh my God, I actually am having fun. I'm actually looking forward to going to the gym again. I'm actually looking forward to hitting goals again. So what does that mean? Well, what that means is this. I've got goals. I've got goals in mind that I want to hit. I want to do an obstacle race and be able to actually do the obstacle race. I mean, I want to be able to grip those bars and swing from the bars. I want to be able to, climb the things. I want to have that ability in my body, that functional movement, to be able to move my body in a way that is not just average, but competitive. And that's really what I want. And that's what I've wanted for a while now, and I've realized that. I've realized that that's what I'm trying to get to. I need to get that competitive athleticism that I've been seeking for years. And I was on progress. I was on my way to that, and I stumbled a bit. The phoenix burned up. But the phoenix always rises. And so we've got a plan. So working with my new coach, we're putting together a plan. So it's going to be high volume. It's going to be arduous. It's going to be tough. But you know what? I can do it. I can do this. I'm also committing to my diet. And so what that means is that on Sunday this week, I am meal prepping. That means I am going to do a complete meal prep of everything I need to eat for the week. Everything's going to be laid out and planned out. I've written up a meal plan. Everything is done. I just have to do all the cooking. And I am committing to doing this for at least 2 months to start out with, right? And the reason is because this. I have these goals in mind, and I need to rebuild my relationship with food. I need to make sure that I'm eating what I should be eating. In December, I sat down and figured out everything I was eating for a week and realized I was over 1,000 calories under maintenance every single day. I wasn't eating enough food. And I was just adopting old habits again. So I said, you know what? We're going to change this. We're going to make this better, and we're going to move the needle on this, right? So that's what I did. I moved the needle on it. So that's what we need to do. That's what I need to do. I need to move the needle. So 2 months. 2 months of strict dieting meal plans, with the exception of that heart holiday coming up. You know, I kind of don't have a choice. But for 2 months, I'm going to be very committed to staying on point. I'm going to do my workouts. I'm going to work with my coach to make sure that I get everything in that I'm supposed to get in. And I am going to stay on point with nutrition. I've got goals. I know I can do this because I am committed. I am committed to doing this and making myself better. I don't want to be average. I made that decision a few years ago. I told my coach at the time, I said, I don't want to be average anymore. I don't want to be average. I don't want to be everybody else. I want to have that athleticism. I want to be able to move. I want to be able to have high energy levels. And the way I'm going to do that, the way I'm going to get that, is to work hard and stay committed to the process. So I'm going to be doing more videos regularly, probably more than once a week. And they won't be as long. I'll probably make them shorter, but they're going to be update videos. And I'm just going to talk about what's going on in the process over the next 2 months. So make sure you follow on YouTube or Instagram or wherever these things get posted. And I will be posting on the regular going forward on updates. They will be much shorter updates, but the idea is more of them, shorter updates. And I'm really excited about what's coming because for the first time in years, for the first time in a couple of years, I am actually really excited about what I'm about to do, what I'm embarking on, and the next phase of my fitness journey, because this is who I am now, and this is a big part of me, and what I'm trying to do is to make myself better. And I'm really excited about this because it means I'm going to be moving towards my goals again. And I tripped, I fell, but I'm getting right back at it. More to come.